For the first 15 years of my physical therapy career, I was wrong, and I am so sorry that I did not understand the secret to treating sciatica pain. Hey there, my name is Dean Volk, and I've been in the PT world and medical world for over 30 years, from running multiple clinics to taking on private high-level clients. I've specialized in dealing in sciatica relief over the last 15 years, and I've perfected my protocol over that time. I've helped over 8,000 people start living their lives again normally, and since going online in 2018, I've had the privilege of helping over 3,400 people take their lives back from sciatica, and most of those people had failed anywhere from 3 to 5 treatments and had been dealing with sciatica for more than 6 months, all the way up to 63 years. You see, when I got out of PT school, I was like every other physical therapist, where I would work on press-ups, cat-cow exercises, stretching the painful sides, or working both sides evenly, because that's what we were taught in school, and that is what I learned from every back pain and sciatica specialist. Basically, every client of mine that came in with any type of back issue, whether they had sciatica or not, whether it was an SI joint problem, a disc problem, any type of spinal issue in their low back, I would automatically put them on traction and hot pack. Now, traction is fancily now called decompression treatments, because the tables that they have now are a little bit more expensive. You can angle things a little bit better. You can get some red light therapy with it. They're just a little bit more expensive machines than what I was using, but in essence, it is the same thing. So my clients would come in, I would get them on some heat and traction, and 99% of people loved it, because nobody seems to complain when you're getting heat and stretched at the same time, because it's so relaxing. After that, they would get some type of manual therapy where I would push on their spine or their muscles or their tendons, just try to loosen things up, and people felt great until they started walking around and moving again, and symptoms started slowly to reappear. Then I was like everybody else, giving those generic sciatica exercises that basically you can go online right now, type in generic sciatica exercises, and you'll find them. The cat-cow, the pelvic tilt, the bridging, the knee to chest pulls, one leg, both legs, or any of the rotations of your spine and the tightening of the pelvis, and bridging with marching, and all the typical exercises, the laying on your stomach, the Superman exercise, the arm lift, the leg lift. And none of those are real specific for any one person. They're just sort of the generalized accepted exercises for sciatica, even though they do not work most of the time for most people. And I would get about 15 to 20% of my clients feeling better by doing these things, but it was that 80 to 85% of people that were frustrated with me that I got frustrated with, because I couldn't help them. Until about 15 years ago, I learned the secret to what I think is helping every sciatica client. The secret to me is you need to learn how to balance out the imbalances in your body, because when you have sciatica, or you have any pain, tightness, stiffness, soreness, discomfort, anything out of the ordinary going on, the natural response of your body will be to compensate for itself in order to protect itself. So the area of the problem is going to tighten down so no further damage occurs, which means the muscles in that area are now knocked out of their normal function, and every other part of your body has to make up for what those muscles are not doing, which means the right side versus left side of your body are going to be out of balance. And I tell people, think of somebody walking around on a badly sprained ankle. Their body's doing this, even though the problem's down at their ankle, because their body is trying to compensate for where the pain is and protect where the area of the pain is, which means every other part of your body is going to have to make up for what those muscles can't do. But at the same time, they want to keep you as pain-free as possible while you're functioning and walking. So every part of your body is involved, and the same thing happens for you who are dealing with sciatica. Now, if you are just doing generic exercises, working both sides evenly, or worse, working just the painful side, it's the same thing as this happening. If I went to a doctor and told him that this side of my head was sore, and the doctor said, Dean, I want you to do this 25 times, 5 times a day, come back to me in 2 weeks and tell me how you feel. That, in essence, is the same as doing stretches, nerve glides, digging on, stretching on, and trying to strengthen your painful side of your sciatica, because you're taking something that's irritated, stretching it, pulling it, digging on it, trying to get it to strengthen, all while it is sore. So there's no difference between me doing this to the sore side of my head and you doing what you're doing to the sore side of your sciatica. So the key that I've learned is we need to treat sciatica holistically with a W, your whole body, find where your imbalances are, fix those imbalances so that all the extra tension from that imbalance calms down so that your body can focus on healing in the area where the actual problem is. I hope that makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please make sure you hit the subscribe button so that anytime I release a new video, you can be first to know about it. And if you would like help trying to alleviate at least 50% of your pain in the next 3 to 8 weeks, please click the link in the description below this video and we will get you set with a strategy session with myself or with one of my team members. Let's get you on the road to recovery today.